Greetings, I'm Geofatboy from Shave Nation Shaving Supplies, shavenation.com. If you shave with a straight razor, like I do, or if you use kitchen knives or sporting knives, such as this, these items will need to be sharpened occasionally. And an excellent tool for sharpening these is a Norton 4000 8000 grit combo water stone. And what happens after you use the stone several times to sharpen your knives or your straight razors is that the surface of it will no longer be flat. It will actually become concave, or what we call a dish. It'll dish out. So what you need to do occasionally is to reflatten it. And the best way to do that, I've found, is using a Norton flattening stone. This is a stone that has grooves running across the surface so that when you rub it against the stone you're flattening, the residue that comes off the stone that's removed has somewhere to go, so you're not rubbing just two flat surfaces against each other. And the way you use these stones is that this can be done wet or dry, but I prefer wet. It seems that it works a lot faster and easier with both stones being wet. So you can just dip this in water, or you can squirt it with a water bottle like so, which I'll do, and just make sure that the surface is thoroughly saturated with water, like that. And then the flattening stone, you can squirt water on it as well, or just dip it in water, either way. So just to make sure that it's thoroughly saturated, which it is. And then what you need to do is take a ruler and a pencil and just scribe a series of lines across the surface of the stone that you intend to flatten. So you'll scribe your lines along the long portion and then along the short portion as well. About an inch, half an inch apart is good. You don't need to have too many lines, but you'll see what the lines will do in a minute. And I'll show you what it looks like after the lines have been scribed. Here's what it looks like. Just a series of lines straight across, completely covering the surface. So then what you do is you'll take your flattening stone and you'll just rub these two together. What you also may want to do first is just the 90-degree edges on your stone, you want to round those off, because the 90-degree edges can actually chip, or if your razor or knife hits the 90-degree angle, you can damage your blade. So it's a good policy to round off your corners. And I like to use a circular motion, 45-degree angle, and just round them off like so. It doesn't take much. Just hit each surface, each corner, like this. And you round off the edges, so it's no longer a 90-degree angle. And then you'll just take your flattening stone and rub it against the surface flat, like so. And you'll see that the pencil marks are slowly disappearing. And it depends on how badly dished out your stone is. You may have to do this for a longer period of time. My stone is not dished out too badly, so it won't take much. As you can see, only a minute or so, and it's completely flat. The lines have been removed, and so this is also a situation where less is more. You don't need to do this too much, just to the point where you've removed the lines, and then you're ready to commence with your sharpening. And you can see that the residue has come off of the stone that I was flattening onto the flattening stone. So this residue will come off very easily. Just run it under the faucet. If you need to take a little a vegetable brush or a cloth, you can rub it and this residue will come right off. So it's recommended that you actually flatten your stone prior to every use. If you're going to be sharpening your straight razors or your sporting knives or your kitchen knives, you want to make sure that the surface is completely flat before the blades touch that surface. And that will give you a much better performance out of your stones and a much better performance out of your knives and your razors as well. You can use this flattening stone on any of the Norton water stones. It'll give it a nice flat finish. Again, I'm Geofatboy from Shave Nation Shaving Supplies, shavenation.com. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Have a great shave. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care.